Hello! Hi! Welcome to this video. Last year, I made a video of my top games from that year, and I made a nice ranking, like, 1 to 10, and it talked about the game, like information. It's that genre. This is basically the story without spoiling, of course, and that's what I did. And I thought I needed something similar this year as well. If you want to watch the old video, check it out. The new one. So I brainstormed a bit and I thought, yes, I can do another list. That'd be nice, of course. But then Mystery poked me and said, you could also do something a bit more fun. Because apparently I'm not fun enough. But okay, so now I thought about categories. So instead of ranking them like this is the best game and this is the second best and so on, I thought I'll just have fun categories. So it's not my top favorite games, but it's like my top games of 2021 with a reason. So let's dive right in. The game with the best atmosphere for me was Little Nightmares 2. It did not give me nightmares, no, but I'm just spooked very easily, and I was terrified while playing this. No, I'm not here. It was brilliant though. It was such a great game. I played the first one as well. I played the second one when it came out this year, and it was so good. Creepy, but good. There is a Scream compilation if you want to see. You probably don't want to see it now. In case you do, watch out when you have headphones. Turn down the volume. Screamed a lot. Okay, hear me out. The Better Tabletop RPG. Yeah, I know, Dungeons and Dragons or The Dark Eye or all of those tabletop RPGs. They're fun. But what about you play this game on a PC? I know the whole point of playing it not on a PC is that it's different. Back to the roots in a way, because Dungeons and Dragons, it's really old by now, actually. Anyway, Will the Myth is basically you take a tabletop RPG and then you port it to PC. That's what it feels like. You create your character, you create several if you want to, you make a party. And then it's like a comic book. So the story is like a comic book, but you've got pictures there, you've got text there. But then you as the player can decide what's going to happen. What kind of relationships you're going to have. Is it going to be friendly? Is it going to be romantic? Is it going to be a rivalry? What kind of item do you take? And then you can also name any item. Really cool. You traverse the map, and then you've got these turn-based battles that you can do. Everything's 2D, which is, amazing. But for me, the reason I like it more than actually playing tabletop RPGs is that I've got this red thread that I can follow. For me, that's a better tabletop RPG. The best game of 2021 that I'm in. That's a great category, isn't it? Of course it is. So, no surprise there, Humankind. I'm in a game. It took me a while to realize that, and it all started with Humankind being announced as a new game. Although, to be honest, I've probably heard about it, but months later, while the open devs were already underway. So I think I joined with a second open dev, and I got a key for that and I played, and it was amazing because I love strategy games and I loved Civ. So that's just the perfect game. People said, oh, Humankind is going to be the Civ killer. Don't think so. Different game, but it was really fun. So I streamed those open devs, and then I realized there are avatars, content creator avatars in the game. That'd be so cool if I could have one. But then, I'm not really that big of a streamer, and all the other content creators that, got an avatar, already had one, they were huge in comparison to me, right? And then the community was always like, oh yeah, but wouldn't it be nice if you got one? And hey, when are you gonna get one, by the way? We would love to have a 2DKiri avatar. And that was just very nice. Of course, I like to hear that, right? But I always thought, it's not gonna happen. How could it, right? A couple months later, Bo from Amplitude approached me, and then he said it's about an avatar. They would like to invite me to their program that they've got, because I've been streaming the game and I enjoyed it and my community enjoys me playing it, and they like to offer that to me. Look at that! Content creators 2DKiri! It was incredible. I was so happy about this and I couldn't quite believe it. She looks like me. She sounds like me. Humankind, the best game 2021 that I'm in. Thank you, Amplitude, again. The most difficult game for me in 2021 was Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun Aiko's Choice. A stealth game on its own, never played one before. Shadow Tactics is amazing. Aiko's Choice is a standalone expansion. I did not play the one before, I just jumped right into this one because of a sponsorship. I loved it. It was so good. I finished it on stream, but it was so difficult. If you've never played a stealth game before, or just, you know, that counts for any game. If you just dive into a new genre and it's not just like, you know, the standard casual game that everybody can just pick up. It was hard. Oh no, no. How do you... But also really cool. So I died trying, really, several times. The game encourages you to quick save and quick load, and I had to do that so many times. After each mission, you actually have a rundown of, you know, you saved so many times and you loaded so many times and you died so many times, and it was a lot. Super fun though. This is a fun one. The worst, best music in a game. Why do I say this? So, best music because I can objectively say that it's really good. Worst because this is absolutely not my kind of music and I don't like it, subjectively. So this award, that's not really an award, but let's just pretend. This award goes to The Last Spell, which is an amazing game and I enjoyed it a lot. It's very difficult, very challenging, gritty, dark, great atmosphere as well. On this side, please. Please let me keep them. Okay. Ooh. So now there's only one boomer left and that's down there. So we can take care of it. And the music. It's good. I just don't want to hear it. So if I hadn't streamed the game, if I had just played for my own, I would have just muted the music because that is just not my thing. But because I was streaming and because so many of you actually enjoyed that music, I left it and you could hear. So, you know, it's all right. But for me, that's the worst, best music because, okay, yeah, no, I can say that's great music, but also I really don't want to hear it. It's a good game though. In case you're wondering about the music, it's by Remy Gallego, aka The Algorithm. You might know him. The most unique game was an indie game. Really small title, Lost Words Beyond the Page. It's an amazing game. There are different worlds. It's a bit complicated, but there are different worlds. So there's this girl who likes to become a writer. So she's got a diary. She writes in the diary. So then you play like a teeny tiny fairy, I believe, in that diary. In that way, it's kind of like a platformer because you jump from one word to the other, basically. And there are certain really cool mechanics in that diary so that you can continue playing. But then you also dive into the story that the girl creates. I need to make myself rise. And then you play in that fantasy world. And it's good. It is really impressive. Also, the story was written by Rhianna Pratchett. She's an amazing video game writer, but that one just blew my mind. It was so unique in the way it worked with the different worlds, different layers, really different game mechanics. Because, you know, this time it's a platformer, but then you dive into the story and it's more like a, I don't know, adventure RPG in a way. Really good. And also she liked my tweet. But then she also replied. And that was amazing. And the best documentary of 2021 is Age of Empires 4. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a key for that because usually I get keys from developers, from publishers to check out the game. And then I thought, nah, all right, I'm just not gonna play it, right? But then one of my viewers, thank you very much, Rinks, gifted me that game. And I was so happy about it because since I could gift the game, I thought, sure, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stream it, yes. And I checked it out. At first, I wasn't quite sure whether I liked it or not. Yes, it was another Age of Empires, and I haven't played one since 2. I played a bit of 3, but it doesn't really count. I only had the demo for that. So Age of Empires, yes, with innovations, which I really liked. So it was not just another Age of Empires. It actually, it's got changes with landmarks and stuff. At least changes from the second one. But I played the campaign, and the campaign is just so different than any other RTS campaign that I've ever played. It is a documentary.
For more than 15 years, the people had suffered at the hands of English invaders.
Which, it's not bad, right? But it's not just what I expected for a video game. There's lots of historical facts as well. And then when you finish a mission, you unlock additional infotainment content, I'm gonna say. So videos about bow making, chainmail making, trebuchets, how people built medieval castles back in the day. And it's so cool. It's a great game, yes, but also it's a very good documentary. This is a good one. The game I was most hyped about in 2021. Darkest Dungeon 2. I was beyond excited when it dropped as an early access game. And yes, there is limited content right now, and obviously it's going to change a lot because early access. But the first act is out, and I finished it already. And then I played it some more, because it's a roguelike, and you can unlock, new traits for the next run, and new heroes for the next run. And it's Darkest Dungeon 1, made better. That's what I can say about it. It's just as dark, just as unforgiving, just as challenging. It's got the same narrator, Wayne June. You are amazing. You will die, but that's expected. No! No, a 24 heal! Ah! No! Rip out Plague Doctor. You've got some of the old creatures that you've got to fight, same enemies. You've got a couple of new ones, you've got new bosses, and then you have a new mechanic of you're sitting in your stagecoach and you've got to go to the mountain. So this is the first act. And then you decide, okay, now I'm going to take a left because I want to get whatever's there. And I take a right. So it's a bit of like the Slay the Spire map that you've got. And then you can just choose which way to go. In Darkest Dungeon. Amazing. Brilliant. I'm so hyped for the next act to drop as well. Thank you for that game. There are several games actually that I played in 2021 that have been around for a while, years even, but I'm just way too late playing them myself. And that's, for example, FTL, which I got to try doing a 12-hour stream, and also Battle Brothers. I'm enjoying that on stream currently. It's awesome. Why did I not play it before? I don't know, but I'm glad I did in 2021. You know how people just take something that's already there and then just add that little bit of something to make it unique, make something new out of it, and then present it to the world. That's basically how it works, because what can you really do that is 100% original by now? I mean, I don't know, because otherwise I would have done it already. Zoo Tycoons, for example. Tried and tested, works. Every now and then there will be a new one out, and it's going to be fun, because yes, this is just something that works, right? An indie developer had a new idea for this. And let's build a zoo. Yes, you make a zoo. It is a Zoo Tycoon. However, there are two differences to other zoo management games. First, you can make hybrids. So there are variants of each animal. And then once you've got enough, you can put them in a DNA splicer, I think they call it. And you can put together a duck and a hyena, and then you get a hyena. So you can make hybrids, which is really cool. But then there's this other thing, which I really like, and why I think this was really an amazing game in 2021. There is a morality system. What does that mean? We got a pop-up of, there's an incident, it requires your attention. We found a Labrador. I could have tried to return it to its owner. However, I decided to keep it and dress it up as a lion. So this is a lion. 2DKiri's a thing, so I obviously have to play the evil playthrough, but it's so fun. Because yeah, if you're good, you can get solar energy, for example, or I don't know, waste recycling. If you're bad, you just steal the electricity from your town, or you recycle sewage water and that stuff. Yeah, maybe you should. Good game. Had fun with it. I wish I had more time to play this. Apart from really everything, New World. I was so hyped to play another MMO again, and I knew going in that I wouldn't have as much time as I wanted. The end of the year was really busy. I hardly had time to play at all, but New World, that'd be cool. So, a game that was really good, but why is it 3D? So, Going Medieval is a game. It's still early access, right? So it's not finished yet. But it's a game where I can say it's going to be good. But why is it 3D? I don't know. A category that I think is very important for me. It's a great game, but my simulation sickness prevents me from playing it. Disciples Liberation. I loved Disciples growing up, and I was very excited to play the next one. There was a demo that I tried, and I'm very happy that there was a demo, because that made it clear that there is camera shake, there's camera panning. I can't play it. It makes me nauseous. Sucks. I mean, by now, it's been a couple months, so maybe the developers put some accessibility features in there. I'd hope so. That's a game that sadly, I can't play. But I would have liked to. The most anticipated game for me in the future. I'm not going to say 2022 because I don't know when it's actually going to come out. It's been postponed several times already. I'm not sure if it's put on ice completely now. I hope not. But Silksong. Hollow Knight sequel. I really want to play it. I'm very excited about it. It's going to be horribly difficult, but Hollow Knight was amazing. Silksong, I hope you can finish it. Please give us a great game. There you have it. Those were my top games of 2021. It's not the usual tier list. It's not, this was my favorite game. I can't really say, there were so many amazing games, and I came up with funny categories. Of course, there could be more categories and there could be more games that I could have mentioned, but that's what you've got. Thank you everybody for watching. Appreciate that. Have a great, happy new year. All the best to you in 2022. Stay healthy, please. And let me know what, maybe your favorite game is, your most anticipated game, you wish you had more time to play this, or maybe the best game you suck at. Let me know. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good time.